We're getting to that time of the year when our mornings and evenings are starting to cool down. You may think that it's time to turn on your heater to get some comfort and get the chill out of your home. One of the worst things that can happen and worst feelings to have is when you turn on that heater for the first time of the year and it's blowing cold air. Today we're going to cover some of the reasons why that might be happening and what you can do to fix it.
Welcome back, I'm Mike.
And I'm Andrew with Anthem Heating and Air Conditioning Tips.
Today we're going to talk about why your heater may be blowing cold air when you turn it on. Although there may be a whole host of reasons, today we've narrowed it down to 4 reasons.
One of the most common things that we see is incorrect thermostat settings. Since we're just coming out of summer and our AC has been cooling for many months, a lot of times people forget to change the thermostat from heat mode or from cool mode to heat mode. If you forget to do this, your heater won't do what you want it to do and will blow cold air instead of warm air.
These digital thermostats that Andrew's showing is a nice thermostat, much better than the old Mercury thermostats. But the new ones, the Wi-Fi thermostats similar to a Nest, are actually really nice because these thermostats don't need that setting change. You can actually set it to heat and cool inside, and based on the temperatures you set, it'll know when to switch over automatically.
If you've checked your thermostat to make sure that it was turned to heat mode instead of cool mode, and your furnace still isn't blowing warm air, one of the next things that you can do is to check your gas valve on your gas line. This line feeds natural gas as a fuel source to your furnace, which creates heat in your home. If this valve is turned into the off position and not in line, the valve is stopping gas from getting through and going into your furnace. Now, if you turn your gas valve on and you see something is wrong or you smell a funny smell, we do recommend that you immediately turn that valve off, exit your home, and call your local gas company because you may have a leak.
The third item to check is actually your furnace itself. Inside your furnace, there's a safety switch at the door. This switch right here needs to be compressed in order for the system to work properly. So if you've opened up your system for some reason, make sure that when you close it up, that it's closed up properly and everything is sitting square. That system has that safety switch to make sure that this thing is closed properly and no outside air is getting in, nor any of that combustible CO, carbon monoxide air, is coming out.
If you've checked some of these easy things already and you're still having an issue with your furnace, there may be something further going on. Your furnace does have a lot of mechanical parts and safety features inside of it that if they're not working correctly, it may be time to call a qualified service technician to come out and diagnose your system to see what the issue is. Today we've covered 4 of the more common reasons why your furnace may be blowing cold air. First thing that you can check, again, is your thermostat settings to ensure that it's turned to heat mode and not cool mode. Mike, I think you mentioned something about the Nest Wi-Fi thermostat and why it might be an advantage to upgrade.
Yes. These Wi-Fi thermostats are really nice because you could set them to both heat and cool just by setting the temperature settings you like. They'll automatically switch over. But not only that, if you're out and heading home and you want to arrive to a nice warm or cool home, then you can set it using your digital app on your phone to the temperature you want. And when you arrive home, you walk into a very nice, comfortable home.
The second thing, if you've already checked your thermostat settings, is to make sure that you check your gas valve on your gas line. If that valve is turned into the off position, you're not getting the gas to the furnace that you need to heat your home. You want to make sure that that valve is turned on in line. And again, if you do notice a funny smell coming from that valve after you turn it on, it's very important that you turn it back off, you exit your home immediately, and call your local gas company because you may have a leak.
The third item is to check your furnace doors. Again, there's a safety switch inside here to make sure that your door is set properly and not allowing the combustible carbon monoxide air to escape from your furnace and air from outside to go in. You want to make sure that door is set properly and the button is pushed in. And then you're ready to properly start your system.
And if you've already checked those 3 things that you can visually see and maybe address yourself, and you're still having an issue with your furnace, there may be an underlying issue with some of the mechanical parts or safety sensors in your furnace. If that's the case, we do recommend that you call a qualified technician. Our information is below on the screen to come and diagnose your system. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call.
Make sure that you call a professional though, because some of these issues can be very serious.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Mike with Anthem Air Conditioning and Heating Tips,
serving the entire Coachella Valley and Riverside area.
We'll see you next time.